I'm gonna lessen my touch so it's a lighter charcoal mark. And then I go into where it's darker here. Here's the eyebrows. It comes around. I might even like kind of just see that cat shadow in there. And I'm really just, I'm not picking up my charcoal pencil, but I can go lighter with the touch. And here, this was like maybe the eyebrows up a little bit here, and then I'm gonna like draw a little line to where the hairline is. I'm kind of gonna go down, and I might even like do something for the hairline, right? And it kind of goes up. I'm making a different type of line. I might even, this is like the cast shadow, not form shadow on the side plane of the forehead there. And I might even just lightly go in here. This is where there's like a highlight in here. So I'm like just going around that. This is the eyebrow. There's that little highlight area, that little shape. So I'm loosening my pressure there. And now I'm going darker again here. I can't see my hand there. So I picked up my pencil just because I had to. But I might even like, here's those like darker areas, and then go into the eye. Oh, my charcoal pencil on the switch. I needed to sharpen it beforehand, I didn't. I'm gonna go, okay, and loose little thing. I'm noticing how close when I'm doing that. Like I'm coming around on this eyebrow here, and I'm noticing how close I am. So I kind of just make a little jump that way, and I make a light little mark. And I might notice that there's the hairline there. And I might do this sort of like, I can see like some hair that's lighter in here. And I don't care if this looks, you know, pretty or whatever. And I'm gonna notice there's this little shape here. That's the hair, and then I'm gonna go on here, the ear here, and I would get that earring. And I would come down on this line. Think of our, like when we did the keys continuous line. And you just want to kind of go on as many as you can into that ear shape. And my proportions might not be any good. Here's her earlobe. With the charcoal, what's really nice about this is that I can kind of loosen my touch and gently draw it. And then I'm here on the cheek here. And I'm going to do the same thing where I'm like, I know that's dark. And here's her finger, right? So I might like get into her finger here. There's her fingernail. Oh, it kind of goes more like this shape. Right, and there's her finger. And notice how, and I come down to this finger, and then I can go on the other one. There's the other fingernail. Right, my proportions might not be great. I am like taking a little peek across here. So in my drawing, I'm gonna look and see how near where the mouth is, and I'm around that right spot. So that's pretty good. And honestly, if yours is off a little bit, don't worry about it, because I've been drawing for a long time. But I'm gonna notice like from here to here, I'm on this edge here, I'm gonna notice how close that is. So my first mouth might have been, so I'm gonna kind of scooch over to here. And this was my first attempt at her upper lip, right? Which is bigger. And then I might kind of go in here. And I'm just gonna use the key shapes that we were looking at. I'm kind of looking at all those things, and I'm gonna kind of go across her. I know this is a little cylinder in here. Cool. And I might kind of scooch. I know there's no lines here, but I'm gonna go right in here and maybe kind of notice this is where those two fingers are there. Cool. And I might make this. So I'm gonna stop there. You kind of get the idea. I'm gonna keep going. But the next step will be where I'm going to be able to have some fun with this. I'm going to be able to take my like charcoal pencil and kind of work my way in and kind of go back in and erase and play around with, you know, I can start to just really quickly put some things in and go back in with an eraser. Cool? So this would be, I recommend doing this with the charcoal pencil, and you really have the option, you can even trace highlight shapes really lightly. Cool?